I had planned to put this whole Carmilla thing up. It was like half done and half unfinished, and so there's some weird comments in there. Also, I had forgotten to download episode 15, so I had to stop and wait for it to download, and it was taking forever, and it screwed up my whole process. So anyway, this is like a week late, and I'm really, really, really sorry. One little side note, please ignore my laundry that is sitting in the doorway. I'm trying to get up the motivation to actually do my laundry before I start packing. You know, it's a constant struggle. Anyway, moving right along. Actually not really moving along, sort of meandering along. I'm currently waiting for the stuff to finish downloading. It's sort of been stuck. It's not downloading anymore. Well, that was very annoying. Okay. Anyway, not important. You know what's important is tomorrow I'm gonna see my dogs. That's what's important. Yeah. Okay, so we can get started because the first episode has finished downloading. Oh, I didn't even say. The first thing in December is Carmilla Season 2, episodes 13 to 25. Let's just go. Right. Season 2, episode 13 is called Emergency Procedure.
I stayed, Tim. I really did.
Oh yeah, JP.
Closed on when it happened.
Am I naked? I was unaware.
Well, the library was gone and taking JP with
An
him.
unpleasant prospect, let me assure you.
He needed an unoccupied brain, and I didn't exactly have one lying around until he went to the crater and found, Will.
Oh my god. That duffel bag. We were dragging back his body?
I thought I might need it.
Kinda.
For what?
To Frankenstein JP into it.
They resurrected your nemesis.
Will was hardly my nemesis.
Come on, Claire. You gotta admit, this is pretty cool.
Making cupcakes.
Oh, cupcakes. I recall quite liking cupcakes.
And make your own!
You probably should have warned her. The whole staking Will thing was
Carmilla.
pretty traumatic.
Yeah, I didn't want her freaking out. Excellent planning, eh?
This is just bizarre. Is Will still in there?
I don't believe so, though I am awfully hungry. Thirsty. It's been quite a while since I've had sensation.
Oh. Ugh. The bad news is he's still a vampire. Come on, Shortstack. Let's get you your own pet.
Vampire? Oh, how exciting. May I
How
join you on your
exciting.
quest for redemption?
Not if you want to keep your teeth.
Quest for redemption. You're not Angel.
No, Josh. You're going to fancy.
Much cooler than Angel.
Yeah,
The company you keep does not inspire confidence.
You mean Carmilla?
The former Countess Carstine is infamous. Both as a relative and
Yeah,
protector.
I know. I still have
And she repaid him by
tape residue on my hand. It's
that
gross.
she loved, leaving
So,
him to
a
die
big hunkin' bruise.
alone and dishonoured. It's just a story of fools.
Oh, look at her. She's wearing that cape again.
Have fun.
And are those Laura's pants? I asked this before, but I still think they're Laura's pants from season 3.
Our best lead won't help us because you massacred his ancestors.
Oh, Laura. Stop being so
This isn't
judgy.
working. We're never going to stop Mattie this way. Maybe what we need to do is what university students always do when skeezy corporations try and take over. Protest. The Zetas are pissed about their beer. The Summers are pissed about the Adonis Fest.
You really want to ring up Agent Orange?
Agent Orange.
Look, can you not... I get that you're conflicted, but I don't have the brain space to deal with you being all insecure and morally ambiguous right now.
Oh, Laura.
Kick-ass, heroic vampire girlfriend.
Why are you such a dumbass?
Of course.
Carmella's so whipped. Oh, it hurts.
See that subscribe button? You should click it.
Well, That was quite exciting. We are moving on to season 2, episode 14, Sous le Paves. I can't speak French if that isn't painfully obvious.
This is SNN with up-to-the-minute coverage of the protest against the Board of Governors. Led
Just
by
seeing
Silas
Danny makes
Mysterio,
me angry
heroic
now.
Carmilla.
Silas for students.
Silence for students! Silence for students!
Sorry.
Silence for
I've seen this
students! Silence for
many
students!
times.
Silence for students! Silence!
And it's still irritating.
I thought there would be more disobedience in our civil disobedience.
Go us, fight the power.
We're not
Fight
giving
the
up.
power.
We are in this as long as snot or clouds.
Get away from the window.
Aww, Carm.
What was that?
Crows.
Guys, we need you upstairs. The crows came after Perry. They came in through the windows.
Because of course
They were
they
just-
did.
Everywhere.
Kill Carmilla. It has to be Mattie because of something you saw that night at the newspaper.
Oh, Laura!
There's nothing.
Season 2 Laura just frustrates me, so I'm sorry about the yelling.
5 seconds where
Look,
people
it's
were cutting
Cat.
me up or
It's Cat!
mutilating dead bodies.
Cat has
Humans
entered.
making humans
Why do you always come in when I'm watching Carmilla? Are you trying to tell me
The
something?
aftermath is looking downright Hitchcockian.
If you think we're done here,
Oh, you're done. You can pick it till your fingers bleed. It's your Rubicon.
of course she does.
Oh, Laura!
You took on the dean and the anglerfish. You can totally go toe-to-toe with her.
Ozzy, why couldn't you have stayed another 10 seconds? I could have avoided this. Are you kidding me? Unknown number. We're moving on. Hello, children. We have returned. Season 2, episode 15. No heroics.
What do you mean?
I mean, no. Just because I was willing to risk my life
This
to
is
save
so
yours
painful
doesn't mean I'm
already.
willing to betray my sister.
Because I think you're better than your long history of murdering and callously discarding?
Oh,
Is that what
Laura.
you think of me?
No, I didn't mean it like that. I
Yes,
just...
you did.
That's part of who I am, Laura. So is Mattie. You can't expect all of that to just evaporate because I love you.
Oh. I was not
If you
mentally
really love
prepared
me,
for
then
this
you'd
episode,
stay.
even though I've seen it like 10 times.
I need you to be the kind of person that helps me.
Did she ever say she was leaving? Way to jump to
You haven't
conclusions,
listened to
Laura.
a single word I've said.
See? Listen to the hottie.
I'm done.
Oh, Carmilla.
Carm! Please, Carm!
Oh, shut the fuck up, Danny.
I'll take care of it.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's really... She's supposed to try and be better?
She was. She was better.
The story goes, you fall in love with a monster, and then they
Laura.
stop being all monstery. They redeem themselves, right? The story isn't just fall in love with a monster. Maybe a stupid story. I don't wanna be
Laura?
part of that stupid story.
Life is not a story. Hey, Skeem. And leather. What are those suspenders? I mean, seriously. I get awfully critical the more I watch this.
Well, that was embarrassing.
Yeah.
So the mess that I have made of my love life doesn't even rank.
Yes, it does.
So,
That is the worst thing that has ever happened to me.
I can imagine.
And Kirsch has been flirting with me for like a month.
Give him a
Do you
break.
think budget details
Kirsch
could
is
actually
a
cause
puppy.
a person's brain to bleed?
What is this outfit?
So, I'll just clear out of here.
Danny being awkward again. I appreciate the jeans.
hey,
The shirt
back.
is like, what is
I wasn't sure if you
happening?
were gonna come back.
But if you and your knight in shining gym shorts over there need more space, then you can find another room.
Okay, if you don't want to watch me talk to my friends who actually care about the school and want to
Oh,
help me,
Laura.
then you can
Get
find
over
another
yourself.
Dream on, Cream Puff. I'm not going anywhere.
Creep.
room. Well, neither am I.
Fine with me. There's plenty of space.
Here we are, back again for episode 16. 16, which is referred to as old habits.
Good morning, gentle viewers. You know what's even less fun than having your blanket stolen in the middle of the night? You guessed it. Cohabitation with your ex.
And whose fault
I mean,
is
I
this
know I
whole
have love
situation,
vocals on,
Laura?
but did I really
Yours.
not notice
That's right.
any of this? Everywhere.
Okay, that was really gross.
The used dishes. The used blood bags. The used...
With eggs.
Then there's her relationship to clothes, or lack thereof, which clearly she's just doing to drive you nuts. Not that it's working. And finally,
Uh-oh. Look who it is.
What the creeping hell?
The creeping
I thought
out.
we might get along better if we established some boundaries.
Do you think this will make sure you never have another thought you don't want to have with one of us?
Oh dear.
What the hell, right? Big Sis is just planning on killing us all anyway.
Oh,
Not that it's any
Laura.
of your business, but I didn't kill anyone. That's
17. The Great Debate Prep.
Filibuster. A war with words. I shall bend my wits to the task. You know what? In the High Court of France.
Yeah,
Okay.
How about that?
You were supposed to be talking about funding for the repairs.
Also, it was supposed to be a 45-second response.
Oh, well, how long was
The
mine?
last half hour.
Oh.
We need more documentation on the budget cuts. Can you see what you can pull from the newspaper files?
Sure thing.
Just want to see if the charming Frau Perry needs any help.
That's so creepy. He's got a thing for
We're
Perry.
Maybe the board will find the
Carl.
crazy grandpa shtick endearing and... You're so doomed.
Oh, you're not wrong. The Baron Funchausen has a better chance at wrestling a bear.
You know what? Unless you have some great idea about how to save the student body's collective liver, why don't you just keep lost weekending? I'm sure all the partying and snacking on bystanders completely fills the void of your useless, apathetic life.
Devastating. Clearly,
Fucking
I
Laura.
have no choice but to prove how wrong you are by hauling myself out of bed and saving your whiny ass.
You ever
Do all
notice
vampires turn evil after you break up
that
with
in
them? Is
their
that, like,
they're
some kind of
fighting,
contract?
Carmilla and Laura, in their post-breakup fighting,
Let's go see if we can
That
peel the Baron off
Carmilla's-
of Perry and give this another try.
threats
Are you okay? Did you get
or
hurt again?
insults
No, I'm fine. I
always
was looking through the files.
pretty
I found
tame.
budget details. Why are you so worried
and
about the
Laura's
lizard
are
budget
always
details? And you're gonna want to take a look at them.
extremely cold, very harsh,
Holy Hufflepuff.
and they get
We're gonna
worse as the season goes on.
See that subscribe button? You should click
I don't know. I don't know if that means anything. Okay, so I think my cat just knocked a box down the stairs, but you know, whatever. 18. Coup de grace.
Look, I may not know what you've got up your sleeve, but are you sure you want to do this? There are a lot of things out there worse than Mattie.
Gee, Carm, thanks for the input. But since you don't want to play the hero, maybe you should just butt out as we save ourselves.
Laura is just it's so ridiculous.
Good evening.
So we just collapsed the whole campus and bury it alive. It seemed polite
She
to
was
evacuate the
right.
livestock before that.
But that's evil.
No, that's pragmatic.
Well, maybe you aren't planning on stealing all of our livers now, but sooner or
And this
later it's going
is
to be all freeze raise and
fear-mongering.
drama faculty tied to the railroad tracks.
Even
Like,
if that
well,
was
even if you're not going to do it now, you will eventually. God,
Yes.
that's very annoying.
The rook falls to the bishop.
The rook.
You're making a terrible mistake.
You may have
No,
killed those
Laura,
kids in the
you're
newspaper,
fucking
but I
up
still
again.
figured out what you were up to.
Why does Laura get to be in charge of decisions? She always makes the wrong one.
Are you seriously not done with this Nat? She's a stupid, callow girl, and she's gonna get us all killed.
I'll get you, my pretty.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Laura.
Right.
Why do we let children be in charge of important things? Never ends well.
For my first access rating board chair, I hereby order the immediate detainment of all individuals known or suspected to be vampires.
Oh, crap.
See that subscribe button? You should click it.
Hey guys, we're back. I'm sorry this is... I don't know why I keep apologizing. You're gonna get it in one piece, but for me, I started working on this at about 10:30 this morning, and it is now 10:47 p.m. And I'm still not even done reacting, let alone editing. So, yes, I have frustration. Not only that, but I wanted to have this up like a week ago. So, yes, I'm very frustrated. We are on episode 19, which is called Dividing Lines.
Just a reminder that these videos are now only going out to my private list, so please don't repost.
Nobody cares, Laura.
And given last...
I hereby order the immediate detainment of all individuals known or suspected to be.
That was bad.
with Mattie's...
Who was it that built these squabbles of feeding ground? Vampire. Who was it incited light, terror? Vampire.
Not really.
Who killed my ancestors and forever blighted my family's hopes of rising to the heart of the Vampire. Even 2 days ago,
Vampirin even a word?
Freshman girls.
But she didn't kill them. She was just...
If even the most exemplary of vampires cannot control her self-containment, is necessary.
Look, I know that she's antisocial and amoral and far from perfect, but...
You know what, Cream Puff? Don't do me any favors. If Mr. Burns here wants to see out of control...
Mr. Burns. That is like my favorite of her nicknames.
Don't force us to
Mr.
steal your
Burns.
shroud and behead you.
He seems to have them souped up somehow, like supernatural steroids.
Like
We still
the
don't know what
Initiative
that's about.
soldiers?
It's not all bad news, though. Way.
What is
And
on
when
that
I say this way,
couch?
what I mean is...
Good evening, fine students and faculty of our brave university.
God, I don't even know what I'm supposed to feel. She should be better
You're
than
supposed
all
to feel
this
stupid.
lashing out, shouldn't she? And what if she gets hurt or something worse? Be nice.
This is the most awkward hug I've ever seen.
Is anyone else as uncomfortable as I am with this level of
I
physical
am.
contact?
Extremely. Oh, yes, definitely. Well, if you want, we could go have ice cream for dinner.
Oh, is there any more of that salted caramel gelato left?
God, I wish it were that simple. I thought it was supposed to go, you love who you love, and all of your other differences just fade away. You don't end up some 19-year-old girl with a broken door.
All right, Rita. Time to make yourself useful. Don't just sit there gawking at us. Get off your ass and help us.
Yeah, Laura.
You should click it.
Okay. Well, that was 19. We're on to 20, which is called Damage Control.
Oh my God, Carm! What happened?
We were stalking some of Vordenberg's souped-up hench bros across the North
It's
Pole.
actually really
It was
good
a trap.
makeup for
They
her
led us into a
wound.
shooting down. Here, sweetie. Here's some liquid courage.
Liquid courage.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it's terrific to see you too.
Terrific. Rustle up one of your mad scientists and let's get the show on the road.
No.
Okay, that makes me mad.
No.
Like,
You guys are on a rampage and I'm not gonna
5
risk my
minutes
friends' lives
ago,
until you
she
and I
was
have an understanding.
crying over
Understanding?
Carmilla's leather,
You're
worrying
valued to
that
me
she would
ends
get
the
hurt.
second you can't or won't help.
And now
Yeah.
she's
And as
faced
soon
with
as
a
that happens,
very
you're gonna kill me in a
real
way that would
situation
probably
of an
terrify us
arrow
We've had this conversation.
in Carmilla's chest,
killing me
and
is
she's
not gonna
refusing
help
to
her.
help
As
until
much as you
they
flounce
make a
around like the
deal.
spokesmodel for casual violence, you
She's
care about
wasting
her.
time
So
monologuing.
here's how it's gonna be. I'll call Laughing JP and they will
Just
help
makes
her.
me
And
mad.
they'll hide the two of you here until
They have been on a killing spree, and there are people hunting them all over campus.
Okay, Perry. They
She's
didn't
getting
kill
blood
anybody.
everywhere.
they're on their best behavior or I'll call Vordenberg myself.
She killed the kids at the newspaper?
Oh, for the love of... I had nothing to do with your newspaper pals. I wasn't even in the godforsaken country until days after they were dead.
Liar! You killed them. You cut me up and you tried to kill me. I never sleep anymore without seeing them, without seeing their dead eyes looking at me, and you did that, and the least you can do is admit it.
Damn, Annie.
I would. How are you feeling, darling?
Like an overly enthusiastic veterinarian just played operation with my inner.
Accurate.
If that's the case, it's good we'll be staying.
How did you get little Miss Tightly Wound to agree to that?
She promised you were done with your
Well,
little
Miss
spree.
Tightly Wound. Isn't that what Faith always called Buffy?
It was either that...
Talk later.
Oh, we don't have time for that. We need to hide them now.
It's like total 180,
Stormtroopers are
Perry.
coming.
See that subscribe button? You should
Well, that was. Let's move to 21. She's called Prisoner's Dilemma. Oh, I like this one. These fools had no idea how to play this game.
Thrilled to see all of you. I'm just in here for board games night.
Seriously?
Game night?
Laura's my friend. If she says they aren't here, they aren't here.
Yeah, I've heard plenty about how friendly you two are.
Excuse
Way
me?
Yo.
I know you've got your jock in a bunch because you're taking my orders, but you do not want to go there, muscle mouth. How about you start canvassing the next building over? Mel, how about you go with them? Make sure they don't cause any trouble.
You know, I can't believe you lost the election, and I wound up taking orders from you anyway.
Yeah, well, life's cruel.
Always a pleasure to see you out.
Go on.
Because
Danny
vampires are
is
notorious
so
for keeping their promises.
Fucking
She
irritating.
saved us. I can't just turn her in. If things go sideways, I will put you down for the first I told you so.
Please don't make me use it.
Danny, can I ask you something?
In addition to covering for you while you hide vampires in your apartment? Yeah, sure.
Not that we don't appreciate the hospitality, but the accommodations leave something to be desired.
Really, you aren't right at home with the creepy crawlies?
We need to find somewhere else to hole up.
She thought it was funny.
Drops the dime on us.
No, there's no way that Danny would be okay with something like that.
No,
and there
really.
are patrols all over the campus. You should just stay here.
Look, you really don't have to do that, Grandpa.
Joy. Back with more recriminations. What the...
Back with holy water. I am done being afraid of you. You're gonna confess what you did, or you're gonna die.
Okay. You a
See that
psycho.
subscribe button? You should click it.
Alright. Let's go. Episode 22. Compulsory violence.
Say it. Say you killed them. Say you cut me up. Say you tried to kill me.
Oh, I'm about to...
Lauren, I don't have to trust you, but I'm not in the way you are. I am gonna burn you away.
She sounded like Moriarty just then.
Harry! No killing! You promised!
You missed the
Wouldn't
part
matter.
where Dorothy just tried to melt
Dean's
me.
immortal.
She's just terrified that you're gonna try and kill her again.
She's out, but she isn't bleeding too badly.
Okay, so she isn't dead. No harm, no foul.
No harm? You haven't even been here for 20 minutes. One of us already has a punctured jugular. You know what? Everyone just shut up! It is almost
What exactly
2 in
was
the
that
morning,
Carmilla's
and
fault?
I'm so tired. And you are right. Nobody's dead, and you're right. She attacked you first, and you're right. About anything, and I just...
That was completely Perry's fault.
I just
She walked in there
care.
with a jar of holy water.
Tired on like a cellular
Oh, look at
level.
Elise go.
So all of the vampires are gonna go back in their floorboards, and we are gonna get Perry some first aid, and nobody is gonna yell at me about any of my decisions until I've had at least 45 minutes of sleep, okay?
Carmilla's looking at her like, oh.
How's Betty Crocker?
Alive.
Why is she up? She was just bitching about not
Not that I care.
not getting sleep and
Not
being
that
so
I care.
tired. And now she's roaming the house in the middle of
So
the
why
night.
me then?
What?
You don't care if Perry lives or dies, but you keep
Did
saving
she
me.
say that? No.
From your mother, from your sister, from yourself. She's a college girl in over her head that you've barely met. What makes her any different than I am?
What makes any person sacred to another?
Yeah, I felt really sacred when you were leaving
Oh,
discarded
Jesus,
blood bags all
Laura.
over the apartment.
She isn't mine. You are. To annoy or not. To love or not. To save or not.
Carm, you can't just...
I know. You don't want any possessive vampire crap. You want reasons, but I don't have any of that to give you. All I know is that in more than a century, you're the only person I ever found worth saving. You and no one else.
It's not enough.
It's not enough.
God, it used to drive me nuts when I would do things for you that were so clearly only for you, and you'd say,
I know you didn't just do it for me.
do you miss me?
Like someone cut a hole in me.
Under her shirt, Mattie wears
Oh,
a
shit.
locket. Inside of it is a piece of her heart. That's what makes her impossible to kill. If she ever tries to kill you again, take the locket and crush what's inside. See that subscribe button?
Oh, Carmilla, you never should have done that. Alright. 23. It's called Wild Kingdom.
I am starting to feel like the host of Planet Earth, the vampires. Here we see the wily vampire emerging from its diurnal lair and engaging in traditional vampiric pastimes, pacing, needless threats of violence, irritability, dominance displays, and marathons of Orange
Okay.
is the New Black.
My favorite part of that
Unable
whole
to
sequence
hunt in captivity,
is
the vampire
Mattie
must
and
rely
Carmilla
on
fighting
nutrients
over the cereal.
provided by its faithful minions and supplement its diet with scavenged foodstuffs.
What is Carmilla wearing? It's
And awkward,
like
non-flirting
yellow
with
tights
this girl
under
they
the
used to
black
date
dress.
and
It's
tell
weird.
enormous secrets to. A far, far grimmer fate awaits me. My term 2 courses.
I don't know what time vortex they've been stuck in, but their answer to everything is torches and pitchforks. Is that person maybe a vampire? Torches and pitchforks. Did that boy try to steal a bicycle? Torches and pitchforks. Did the cafeteria run out of pie? Quiet disappointment. Oh no, wait. Torches and pitchforks. Yesterday, they rounded up half of the alchemy club.
You have to come quick. They're hauling away the anglerfish protesters, and I think it's killing them.
See that subscribe
And
button?
what are they gonna do about that? Alright. 24. Hunger Games.
that all of them standing around the crater humming had a certain je ne sais cult.
It's meditation. It soothes Loki's endless suffering to hear their minds harmonizing. And, that's not even the bad part. The 7 gates and the dead man in the shadows and how we were all food for crows.
The gates and the crows again. Shouldn't that have stopped once we stopped Mattie and those creepy Corvée SWAT guys?
And we
There's
still don't know
nothing
why
to
they're trying to buy
do
the
with
campus.
Corvée,
We
you
really needed more
retard.
information about Maddie's plan, about Vordenberg. But what in the
I know where we can start with one of those.
Sorry, Bear. I'd totally tell you if I knew.
I'm the leader of Silas Student Forces. I can ask our lieutenants whatever I want.
Oh, I see. Baron V sees the Zetas for the bastion of history that they are and assigns a special duty. Now you're feeling out of the
You're
loop and you
such
take
a
advantage
tool,
of the suicidal crush on you.
I'm not
I'm
taking
such Hannah.
advantage.
Theo.
I legitimately want to know what you double Y meatheads think you're doing messing with the anglerfish.
Oh, you know what that's the sound of, Wilson? That's the sound of you being friend-zoned. Hell,
That
not
doesn't even make any
friend-zoned.
sense.
She
She
doesn't
wasn't
like
even talking to Kirsch.
She just knows you're dumb enough that she can pump you for information without even...
Theo, you asshat.
Oh. Well, indeed,
Kirsch.
I need to know stuff.
Puppy.
Well, then they should probably ask somebody, and I'm not the smartest.
Kirsch.
For the love of Wilson, dig deep into that empty cantaloupe you call a head and find some self-respect.
You don't think I take advantage of Kirsch having feelings for me, do you?
No.
Yeah.
No. Well, I mean, we do drag him down here every time we need to know what's going on with the Zetas. But even if you were, would you really feel that bad about it?
That makes me mad too.
It's Kirsch.
She
It'd be like
doesn't
being called to a
know
golden retriever.
if she would feel bad
We
about
still need to
taking
figure out what's happening
advantage
down
of
in
someone
Crater.
having feelings for her.
Yeah, the Zetas are a bust.
That's just...
So you know who that leaves.
Boy, do I.
I strenuously object to my inclusion in this
Why
interrogation.
do they never learn?
You're gonna have to wait, because if we hand you the plasma, you'll give it to Cougar Town over there.
I hate to be bothered, but the situation's becoming rather urgent.
Carmilla?
Oh, sorry, just flashing back to the last time you ineffectively tried to starve information out of
If
me.
there could be just a little...
It's my
That
girl.
was different.
How?
Ow.
Yeah, how? You're still withholding information that might save lives.
Shut the fuck up,
Thank
Danny.
you, Agent Orange. Sign me up again. See that subscribe button? You should click it.
Well then. I kind of forgot about that. We've come to the last episode of this reaction. This is called Bluster and Consequences. Number 25.
Oh god, I'm so sorry, so sorry.
That's gonna be a little more believable when you aren't licking your fingers. This, for future reference, is why you don't starve vampires.
We need to know what she knows, and killing her
Preach, sister.
is impossible as fully formed.
I like that
She's
outfit on
fine.
Carmilla, by the way.
God, you're predictable. It's embarrassing.
Your master plan is hiding under the floorboards like a vampiric Boo Radley, and I'm embarrassing.
Who knows what he's up to? I've never met a Vordenberg with a plan.
I
The whole
messed
family is
up.
one unbroken chain of doddering. There is a possibility, but you and I would have to figure out how to get past the Baron's patrols.
To do what?
To get a mani-pedi, my nails are shot. To get a weapon, genius.
What kind of weapon?
Not your concern, little girl.
Of course it's my concern.
No, it's really
We're
not,
supposed to
Laura.
trust you? Last time you were here, your great plan was to level the campus.
It'd be
Why
better
does
off
she
if
think
I'd
she's a
leveled the
match for
campus.
Mattie?
Do you think you're players in this?
Yeah.
You, students of Silas University? You're the grass on the field. You're the leaves on the trees. You're mayflies. Just because I'm too practical to kill you for sport doesn't mean you aren't expendable. If
Danny, you want it? I need to tell you something.
Fucking hell,
Something
Laura.
that I'm not supposed to know. Something very, very secret. And I need you to promise not to tell anyone or use it unless you absolutely have to.
Of course. Of course I promise.
See that subscribe button?
So that's it. That's 25. I don't know. I mean, I pretty much gave you my thoughts while the episodes were on. I'm not going to be on schedule for a few days yet, but I should have a Doctor Who up. I'm going to try to have it up by Friday. It's the last episode in the River rewatch. So, the Husbands of River Song. I want to be able to devote some time to that. I will do my best with that Friday. Just, I don't know. Give me your thoughts on these episodes if you want. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you in a couple days.